What's going on, guys? So we have made our way back down south and we have pulled up at a place called The Bend just before Coen. Sorry, just on the north side of Coen, or south side if you're travelling back down the coast. So yeah, beautiful little spot. So just it's your main road over there. We're coming in. It's quite busy down there, so came down here to check it out. We're actually going to cross the creek, but we met a lovely old couple just over here, and he said pull up beside him, and I said, oh, you know, it's a bit close, I don't want to disturb you guys, but they insisted that we stayed there beside them instead of crossing the creek. You could definitely cross the creek if you aired down, but I'll show you guys that in a minute. We're only here for one night, so I don't want to do a massive mission trying to get across the river. As you can see, we're right on the creek front anyways. So I'll head down and give you guys a look at that. While you're travelling on the road, we took advantage of the creek and we actually washed the dogs in the creek. We did use, I guess, creek-friendly soap. So that's what the soap packet said anyways. That was fine to use in natural creek water. So, but yeah, beautiful little spot. Set up, it's the creek just here. If you go down that way further, there's a drive across. I'll show you guys that in a second. But yeah, beautiful, lovely little spot. Plenty of sun for the solar, and you've got the beauty of having the creek here as well. I just finished up having a beer, so it was beautiful after a four-hour drive today. So it's the creek, and that's the caravan right there. So head down into the water. We'll head downstream a bit. Still got to be careful though. Just because everyone does swim here doesn't mean that there's no crocodiles here. It's pretty fine where we are here in the shallows where you can actually see the bottom. But down further, there's a bit of a rope swing, and I would suggest testing the water first because it's about 2 meters deep there, sort of thing. So, and it's in the shade and in the back there, and it's really dark. You can't see into the water, so definitely throw like a big rock or something in there first and see if something floats to the surface before you just go jumping in the water. Because you never know what could come down, you know, within the space of 30 minutes, a couple of hours, overnight. Next morning you jump in and then, you know, either you or your dog's getting their leg ripped off by a crocodile, so always be Crocs there. But yeah, I'll show you the creek crossing in a minute. So yeah, we're down at the creek crossing. Someone's going to cross. Dog's having a play. Someone's crossing. So.
Sally! No, you'll work it out. Well, this is how we lost our shampoo.
Lovely little spot.
What's up, guys? So today we are heading on a bit of a fishing day trip. So he's driving, got the rods. Got the rods. So we are heading into Lakefield National Park today. We stayed at the Peninsula Hotel in Laura last night. Beautiful little stay. Beautiful green grass, got power. Had a pub feed for lunch, which was really nice after having nothing but salami, avocado and cheese wraps for the last 25 days pretty much. So today is actually day 26 of our travels. So yeah, we have just turned off on the road to head down into Lakefield. No dirt again yet, but I'm sure it's coming. We have got the Starlink in the back. I've also packed our EPIRB just for a bit of safety in case something happens. Don't think it's going to, but better safe than sorry with that sort of stuff. So my mum actually bought us the EPIRB for our birthday. Our birthdays are about 4 to 5 days apart. So that is a nice safety thing for us to have on the road with us. So yeah, we will keep you guys updated. Today we are on the hunt for Barra. This is sort of the big spot that everyone's recommended to us from Cooktown. So yeah, we will keep you updated. Fingers crossed for us that we actually get one.
Kimberly's never caught a Barra in her life, so hopefully today we can crack her first Barra. And fingers crossed for me, it's not bigger than my PV, so see what happens.
Delicate ego.
this is our first spot. We pulled up at sort of a bit of a lagoon. It's not really a river or anything, but seen some archer fish and some other fish, long tom and some other fish around. So there's definitely creek water pushing into it somewhere. Probably had a tiny little hit earlier. Not too sure what it was. I reckon it was probably them long tom chasing the lure around, but Kim's having a go. Precision casting. Yeah, camera will come back on if we get one. We just finished up at the Kennedy River at the little bit where Kim picked up on the map where it's really deep. As you can see, it is pretty deep in there. It's probably 5 meters deep at the deepest point. Definitely is barra in there. I did see a few through my Polaroids. Probably up to 60 centimeters, but unfortunately they weren't hungry enough to take any of the squidgies or hard baits. That's right, we'll keep going, we'll keep cruising, got plenty more rivers to go yet, but I'm going to show you something really exciting very soon, so we'll be back in a second and I'll show you guys something really cool. Rightio, so we spotted him again. We're going to try and be as quiet as we can. We don't want to disturb him, but I'll give you guys a close look. Check this out. This guy, he is a big boy. He's probably 4.5 meters long. There he is. Check him out. Big boy. There we go, yeah. How freaking awesome is that? He was definitely close on the 4.5 meter side. Disturbed him a little bit, but we were trying to be as quiet as possible, but he did see us and he took off into the water and now he's put his head down, so we gotta get out of here now because this is the most dangerous bit when you can't see him. So, but yeah, very awesome. Also very scary that we were just fishing just across the bank from him as well. But like I said, we're always being safe. We're always 2-3 meters back from the water no matter what. So just goes to show he was probably 50 meters away from where we were fishing down the bank. So don't get too complacent. Make sure you always have your wits about you. Keep your eyes open. And if it doesn't feel right, then probably back away from the water a little bit. So yeah, we finished up for the day. On the way back down, after hitting all the different waterholes and creeks, we decided to go back to the creek this morning where we seen a couple of barra and we seen the crocodile. Obviously we're cautious this time, but yeah, got there. We were there for probably 15 minutes or so. We were about to start walking down the bank and then some other people pulled up, so we didn't end up moving down the bank, but the guys probably 5-10 meters down the bank from us ended up pulling in 90 centimeter barramundi. So good job to them. But yeah, who knows? It could have been any of us if we were walking down that way. But luck of the draw. Kim had a couple of barramundi follow her lure in, so that was exciting. It followed it in 4 times. It just didn't hit it. Unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. But yeah, that's it. 1 barra all day, and happened to be the guys at 5 meters down from us that got it. But anyways, it is what it is, and we'll keep trying. But I think that's it for Lakefield. We're kicking on to the next stop now, so have another crack at the next one. See you guys then.
Good morning, guys. tried all of the barra spots yesterday and did not catch one, so we'll see how we go. Maybe if we don't have hope, we'll have a better chance of getting one. We'll see. Yeah, so we'll keep you updated as to what it's like going down Battle Camp Road. So we just went past a sign that had a lake 600 metres in. So this is Lake Emma that we are coming down to now, and we're just being very careful to not hit the caravan on the way in, because we do have a bit of a height clearance issue being a hard top caravan. But we'll park up. It's actually quite a decent sized little lake.
Some lily pads there, so might even have a flick for a bar.
Yeah, it was worth having a quick drive in. Yeah, puppies will stay in the car for this one.
Fortunately.
Aircon will be on.
Crocodile.
I probably won't fish, to be honest, because there's a lot of snags around and I have a bad habit of catching trees. But this one will have a flick. See if maybe this is our lucky spot. So this is Lake Emma. This is as close as I am willing to get to the lake. Yeah, have a little flick. Might be hard to get a barrow when there's lots of lily pads around. Yeah. So down near Cooktown is back into the realms of fruit stands on the south side of the road. So we stopped at one outside of a farm called Yai Yai. So we picked up some passion fruit, some ladyfinger bananas, candy melon, some dry banana, and they made these like healthy fruit roll-ups pretty much, where they just puree a bunch of fruits together and then put them in the dehydrator and it's just sheets. This is banana, passion fruit, candy melon, pawpaw and red dragon fruit, and it is delicious. So this was $10, but so worth it. Had nothing added to it. So yeah, we're back in the realms of my favourite thing, which is roadside fruit stands. So he's just gone to grab the rods, but we're gonna have a bit of a sunset / night fish tonight.
Back here.
What?
Oh no.